Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of So What You Hear. I'm Jay,
I'm Craig.
Yeah.
and Merry Christmas to all of y'all out there, and Happy New. Well, y'all
Yeah.
stay used to get before New Year, so we can just wrap it up before that. Man, it was with a
before New Year. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
That was-
Saturday.
It was a heck of a day, man.
Yeah.
Christmas games, Monday games. This
Yeah,
is
it's
you
been,
get almost half of this week coming up games. We already just saw everything from last
We
week.
already got
and
Thursday tomorrow, so
That's the crazy part
Washington
about.
beats Philly, and you're just like,
oh my
what the
goodness!
hell?
I said though, didn't I?
You did.
I
You
said
did.
I put Philly, but I was like, I would not be surprised with the Commanders. They, for some reason, they kind of always have Philly number. Like even when they were good last year, it was Washington that beat them early, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Washington has been really bad and beat them before. They're
Yeah.
weird
Yeah.
with them.
They really are. And then with Hurt getting hurt.
Hey.
Yeah, that was yeah.
That-
Apparently,
but-
Jalen Hurts.
Look, hey. I thought it was a good game. I was actually Jaden Daniels showed me, even though because basically I think it is because Jalen went out, but Jaden Daniels still came out there, and he brought them back. They were down.
Yeah.
They were. This game was four.
I
It
mean,
was
they,
like
had like
21-0.
5 turnovers.
It was
I
20,
think.
21-0, five turnovers. They
That-
found a way to win.
That's one of their flaws is Washington is they take way too long to get going.
They do. They have to heat
So
up.
they're either going to have to do one or two things. They're either going to need to bolster that offense so they can get moving quicker, or they're going to have to really take this offseason to just stack that defense so that you can have a score that can maintain you waiting until the third, fourth quarter to really get going.
My thing is also, you need to shore up that O line. That O line is a really weak.
It does.
Because,
and
like, you
it
see-
falls
now,
apart in bad
I
times.
Yeah.
watched that guy. I was like, oh my god, like how's he?
And
I mean, he's creating
and
miracles
yeah,
off of
he's
it,
like
but-
running around and
Yeah,
stuff. Like
dog, he
Yeah.
made that big boy missing the hole. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
he, too much
it's
weight
just-
for one way,
he
man.
is very fun to watch. Like he, oh my goodness, he can be. And you know that's hard for me to say because it
Yeah.
is the Commanders, but
Yeah.
But he need to get a little bit more weight on his bones.
Congratulations. He does.
That boy's a little.
He is a little skinny, and I think that was kind of RG3 problem.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You realize you got to bulk up a little bit
Because like them guys that really like bang with people when they ran, they were like the Dante Culpeppers and like even McNabb, but like
shit. Cam Newton,
a little bigger.
Yeah,
Cam
he's
Newton's a
a
big dude.
yeah.
Yeah, them dude-
Tim Tebow ran like that, but he's a big dude. Ben Roethlisberger get away with that, but like big
back
dude,
when Dak used to run, Dak is big.
big
Yeah.
dude.
So, yeah.
Jaden's
Stringy.
in that. Yeah,
Stringy.
he got that RG3 build and.
Yeah,
Getting hit
But-
running in that that might turn into a problem in the future.
but you got they clinched the playoff spot, right?
I think so.
I don't know.
I'll come back to you on that Saturday then, because I don't
Yeah.
know. But they're close.
Because I know they have a shot at the
Yeah.
division still, which is crazy that they could.
Yes, if the Eagles lose out and they somehow find a way to win,
Yeah.
they will have the division.
Yeah.
They will take the division, which will be. They won't know how
I mean,
to.
that's kind of what happened to Philly last year. And Dallas ended up taking
Yeah, they
it.
lost. They ended up losing. it. Oh,
And I don't know if Hurts is playing Sunday,
that concussion might be more serious.
so
than
it could be Cooper Rush versus Nick. No, not Nick Foles.
No,
Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kenny Pickett. Oh,
he surprised me.
he's trash.
Hang on, he surprised me. He surprised me because he was able to score.
Given that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at what Jalen Hurts was doing.
Yeah, he was 21-0 now.
It did.
Was
Kenny Pickett put up a touchdown
Yeah,
over
for
3
14.
quarters.
Hey, I said I was surprised because when he was in Pittsburgh, he barely was doing that.
Yeah.
So I was surprised he was able to move the ball.
Well, no,
That's true.
So I mean, I guess Philly's doing something right.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, it's called Saquon and having a light
Oh
box.
my goodness.
Or heavy box.
dude,
Yeah.
look, two running backs who both left their old teams and who went on to the next teams. Him and Derek this year.
Well,
just-
Josh Jacobs too.
Yeah, I forgot.
yeah,
Yeah,
Josh.
Green
Oh my
Bay
goodness.
is living off that.
Oh
boy.
my goodness. Yeah.
I'm
Josh
sorry, I'm
Jacobs
sorry.
torched New Orleans so bad they pretty much both got benched at halftime, and it cost me my fantasy playoffs.
Should have
Yeah.
won with goal.
Should have played golf, and I would have won.
But
But I mean, there's no way Green Bay isn't going to stomp New Orleans, which I was correct.
they did. They
They stomped them.
That
They
was
beat them
very
so
painful.
badly the game was over by halftime.
And we don't even need our quarterback and top receiver.
We don't need our
I
running
mean,
back. I mean, he
He's
was
hurt.
Josh Jacobs was almost on the bench by the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, he.
Like
that's
they were
true.
starting to.
And
They
they
pretty much
couldn't-
stopped running him by like halfway through the second
and they
quarter.
couldn't stop the backups.
Or the backup. I mean, they were like
They were
running
always to
peanut
the
guys
third
out of the
string.
stands, like, "Hey, you want to score a touchdown on the Saints?"
Yo, that team's in full rebuild.
They're spitting the Coca-Cola.
No. The Saints are in full rebuild because
Yeah.
Derek Carr's not the answer. Special Rattlers is what he's the answer.
If they do not fix
You think Cousins
That-
going there?
absolute cheesecloth of an offensive line,
Yeah, that's true.
that is not a blocking mechanism. That is a faucet. Every quarterback gets just demolished.
That boy is
Don't
really
hold the
old.
ball so long. Like, dog, he threw the ball in 1.7 seconds and still got hit. You guys suck.
Hold on, this is a girl thing. I'm sorry, but he's really gold, isn't he?
Oh my god, you gotta leave alone.
Gold, like
I'm pretty sure people say he's bright his whole life.
oh my goodness.
But you
They
then
throw
you got
his
on this
face.
gold
Yeah, I know, I
jersey
know.
and a gold helmet, and so even when
It
he pulls the gold
reflects
helmet
off
off,
of him.
he's got like a gold headband on, and his hair's gold,
And
and
he's always
he's
a goldish
gold,
color.
and
like,
it's very gold.
it's-
He looks like Adam
it's
Warlock.
hard to watch. It's bright. It's just like,
It looks like what Adam
like an
Warlock.
Egyptian or
Like,
something.
good lord.
Like,
A knocks to the moon.
not Moon. Okay.
But anyway,
that was just a
yeah.
distraction. I'm sorry.
It's- yeah, that's-
no problem. But you think that's what Cousins might? Because he's not staying in the Falcons.
They paid all that money for 1 year.
All that
This
money.
man.
Yeah, Sam Darnold's still up for grabs. They don't know
No.
what they're gonna do.
The Vikings
Oh,
would
he's
be
keeping
crazy
Sam Donald.
not to sign if they could get him for like
They-
29, 30,
yeah.
30 million a
Because
year.
even
But see,
if you
that's the
draft
problem.
somebody, you still got him there.
But see, that's the problem.
The
They're
30,
not
yeah.
gonna want to give him a
30.
real contract.
Yeah, because he's a
And if you got a team like the Saints that are
But they're
desperate,
actually
or
winning.
a team like us,
But
like-
there's a chance they could still go all the way. There really is. He goes to a Super Bowl, you get rid of him.
that's true. That could be a
I'll
thing.
put you. I'm gonna be
Even if he's in
Because
like,
a lot of
he
teams in
ends
the
up
NFC are falling
championship-
apart. I could see them getting to the
If he
like.
gets to a championship game, do you think they're getting rid of him?
no.
So like, I just
That's
yeah.
what it's based on. If he does well in the playoffs, they're gonna keep him.
yeah. Because
But no matter what happens, Sam Darnold played his way into a decent contract.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We all
He's
thought he
getting
was a bust.
hell of a
We thought he
contract.
was done.
yeah,
But
He
yeah.
can. But I also am like, you also got to remember he has 2 number ones. But let's not even get Jordan Addison and Joseph Jefferson.
That is true.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't be? And then Aaron Jones running behind you, and you have T.J. Hawkinson.
But I mean, he's still putting up more numbers than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has Saquon,
I'm not.
Devontae
I've
Smith,
never
and
said.
AJ Brown.
I never said like he's a good. He like there's things he does that he is good, but we thought he was done.
Oh
I-
yeah,
I-
yeah, yeah.
There
Because
is-
I mean, coming out of college, he was a top like 3, 4, 5 pick, right? Was it number 1 pick overall? Which one was he? He was pretty
He
high for
was
the Jets.
one for the Jets. I think he was
Yeah.
number one for the
So
Jets.
like, if that's the case, like he has talent.
oh
And-
yeah,
and so it's the thing about it actually all working. Like, but yeah, they're crazy. The Lions cannot have another injury.
I don't think it matters. I think they're gonna filter out once they start hitting the real hard teams. This
You
coming
don't
into
think
the
they
playoffs.
got it? You don't think they got
I-
it?
I just-
even Chicago.
Was
They
it
played them.
13 people on IR,
I know.
not just hurt.
Go on.
13 people on IR on defense alone.
Yeah,
That's a whole That's a whole
like
starting defense
Chicago
and
gave
2
them a hard
backups.
time, and you seen Chicago.
Yeah. I mean,
They-
they're just
they-
I don't.
their defense is decimated. You're not wrong.
And that's why I could see Minnesota sneaking into this. Tampa's another team I think I could see sneaking into this,
They
even with the
shouldn't have
loss
lost
against.
to Dallas.
They shouldn't have. They should have. That's
I don't-
absolutely.
I
insane.
don't know
They
how.
Dallas had nothing to lose. I mean, I guess that has
They
something to
found
do
out
with it.
right
I
when
don't
they
have
were going on the
nothing.
field. So I
What
mean,
the hell I got to lose, but still, like,
Yeah, but I think more importantly is Christmas Day. We found out that the number 1 spot in the AFC is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs.
gotta go back through Arrowhead.
How the hell?
I don't understand.
They
They
look so bad.
was it like they haven't? Was it what was that stat? Oh,
They're one of like 5 teams that haven't scored over 30 points once this season.
I think they just did in this. Didn't they, in this game? In that
I don't
game?
remember what the score of the game was.
Nope.
Nope.
29.
So they still didn't do it. Yeah.
And every other team is a 2 or 3 win team, but they're a 1-loss team. That does not make sense. It shouldn't be like this. I don't get it.
I know we've talked about the refs helping them. Whatever's behind this whatever magic or sorcery it is. I tell you this now. If he finds a way to get to a 4th Super Bowl, I'm going to lose my mind.
I think you're gonna lose. I think
I
you're
think
ready
he's
to
going
go
for
ahead.
the Super Bowl.
But my
You
thing
get the
is,
jacket
do
ready.
you think he's gonna? Do you think they're really gonna do it?
I don't know if they're
I
gonna
don't know.
win.
Like I said, that's
but
why-
this Lion team this Lions team paid to play them. Yeah, they probably because they all beat up. Now the Vikings that might be different. You know,
Yeah,
We'll
but we'll
see.
see.
We'll see
this
because
Buffalo
team
beat
looks
them, but then
good.
I've seen Buffalo look. I mean, the Rams, but they don't have the offensive power the Rams do.
no.
I don't know.
And my biggest thing is Buffalo. What it's weird.
the Ravens can beat them.
Yeah, and the Ravens are starting to
if the
look not hot
Ravens
again.
stick to that Derrick Henry run.
Yeah,
They
And then-
don't though. They run
did
them
today.
They did today.
They did
but
today.
they'll run them like because I have Derrick Henry. They'll run him like a few times, especially like first quarter, or whatever. And even if he doesn't, he's doing well. They still send him back. But even with him and Lamar was doing it, like
You're not stopping that.
But
Yeah.
I don't know, like
Then
they
Zay Flowers
stopped
kill you over
him
the
a
top.
lot.
Mark
Like,
Andrews kills you right underneath.
Isaiah Likely.
Yep.
so I mean,
Yeah,
They have.
and they have locked up the number one spot in the AFC North pretty much.
Yeah, because
Pittsburgh losing to KC like this, and then that's a two game with two
Pittsburgh. I don't know
guys
what happened to
or
or
them.
one left.
That's 3
There's-
games they lost.
Yeah,
They lost this game, Ravens, and right before that
was it who they play? No, that was the Ravens.
was it the Chargers? I don't know who they played, but they've lost the last 3 games.
The Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles. Yep,
The Eagles.
they lost. Yeah, they've lost the last 3 games. But this was the
Wow,
hardest
yeah.
part of their schedule. They're playing contenders.
Well, yeah,
So it's also trying to find out if they're real or not.
Who they
Yeah.
play next?
their next game for the Pittsburgh Steelers is Cincinnati. Yeah, because the Ravens play Cleveland.
No, Broncos play with the Bengals. Did they?
No, that's
What?
this week.
That's this week.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they already played this
Yeah.
week.
Oh, yeah, I
This
think
is
Next
next
week, I think the Ravens play the Browns and the Steelers play the.
is this week the final week?
yeah.
Yeah, they're all divisional games.
Yeah,
Means we play Jacksonville. Who's gonna be a top higher seed?
Browns, Ravens, Bengals, Steelers. So, yeah, and the Browns are going to Baltimore.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know. I think
Okay.
that pretty much locked that.
Yep.
Pittsburgh just falling apart like that. That's you come on, y'all bugging. Mike Tomlin about to have another one and done in the playoffs. Like every time you get back to oh my God, the idea of firing Mike Tomlin is absolutely insane. We get back here and you're like, oh, that's right.
I mean, I don't know. He already signed his contract, didn't he?
Yeah.
So
Who knows?
That's crazy. I just don't get how they fall apart.
and they look
They're
good.
so well
like,
put together, and then all of a sudden when it, like,
They have these games that just make you question.
and then they just start for some reason they just seem like they've been adding together at this
or it's the
period and going into the
opposite.
playoffs.
It's the opposite because if they're having a bad beginning, then this is the moment where they start to win all the games and they get into the playoffs.
and then lose.
And then
you're
they
like,
lose.
but what the
or
hell?
they look good in the beginning, and then they start to lose, and they get in the playoffs, and then they lose.
We'll see.
I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't know, but
Tomlin gonna have to figure something out. I do feel like that offense is very undertooled still.
that's the offensive line.
The offensive line is a big part of it. I feel like
Russ does not
running.
have time.
No.
He's
he
running.
doesn't have a lot of time. The running game isn't as prolific
He-
as I feel like it should be or could be.
And that is why
It's
they have
because
to
he
sign
can
Najee
make-
to an extension.
But it's
Because-
because Russ can
yeah.
make stuff happen while he's on the move. It's the only reason they have any is that's like
Yeah.
if you have like Phil don't have that change, you gotta process everything, and
Ooh.
Russ can process while he's moving, and that's the only
What
reason.
if the Steelers got Max and Genty?
I don't think it helps.
With that offensive line? Yeah.
Because that's pretty much what they did with Nas. Like, oh, we'll go grab. I'm like,
Yeah,
Doug, this
yeah.
is the NFL, and your line doesn't open holes.
You think Najee go somewhere elsewhere, do like James Conner?
I mean, it's better on them to keep Warren than try to give a big contract to a back.
That's true.
You don't want to do that, especially when Warren is running just as well as Nas.
Yeah.
Now, I think the 1-2 punch, just like they have in Detroit, is, very needed, but you know how they are.
I get it.
Running
yeah.
backs are.
Yeah, I get it.
Things are going to get changed up. And so now the Baltimore Ravens are going to win the North and
The North.
hopefully be the only chance to stop Kansas City before they go try to win a third one in a row, fourth one overall, and just become completely obnoxious.
Dynasty.
And yeah, oh God, I'm with him. I can't deal with it. I don't like because people hate greatness. No, I hate when it gets to the point where teams almost act like the idea of them losing is wrong.
Yeah.
Or when they do lose, you had to have done something wrong to us. Like
yeah.
they're getting to the point now where like
They're supposed to win.
they're sitting there trying to call people out about bad calls, but like the last 3 games you won,
Because
everybody is like
that
a
was
bad call. It's the
call.
only reason.
Yeah.
But you have the audacity to then
Yeah.
be like, "Can you believe they made that call? That's why we lost."
Like-
Oh, okay. If we're gonna do that,
Then you
then
should have lost.
you should have lost the last
times.
3.
Yeah.
and that's why once New England got to that point, because it was like, wow, this kid Tom Brady's amazing. Let me get damn about. But then once they got to the point where it was like, hold up, the other team showed up. The audacity. That's when it gets to like, okay, y'all need to lose.
And then with New England, you found they're cheating. So like,
Yeah.
we had multiple things happen in New England that we were
Like,
like,
There we go.
yeah. So,
that one was watching. They was showing like the stats. And they had Brady stats, but behind him was a ball boy with a
Because
football.
it was like he had gone like 14 of 14 for like almost 300
But then I
yards.
saw the
and-
ball in my
but then the ball boy is right behind him.
It was like,
That's why that stat line's so good.
and that's still that the Colts said something.
Yeah.
They definitely said something.
Actually, the Ravens said something.
Oh,
That's
The
why
Colts
they
were
were
the one. The
looking.
Ravens told the Colts, watch the balls that Brady's using.
okay.
And the Colts during that game, because that's why everybody is like, oh man, the Colts got smashed. It wouldn't matter what they were using. And then people that kind of kept up with the story more were like, well, yeah, but the Ravens game, remember, they won that with like a last second. They won that by like 2-3 points.
Yeah.
I think somebody dropped the ball in the end zone for Baltimore because it was rainy and shit.
Lee Evans or whatever his
Yep.
name was.
It was rainy. It was super rainy. And so it's like, well, if he dropped the ball because the weather was bad, what would help you catch the ball in bad weather?
yeah.
A deflated ball. So maybe the only reason New England was playing that well is because the ball was a little easier to catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then like, cause he was like, yo, you don't notice the
Oh, it's not gonna-
football,
yeah,
whatever.
that'll
And
shut
Trey
that up.
was like,
Yeah.
no.
We're quarterbacks. We know.
Like,
you know
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
stitch of that ball.
Yeah.
You know whether you feel like that ball's been broken in enough. Like, no,
Yeah.
that's not. This needs to be broken more. Give me another ball.
Yeah, like
So yeah. But anyway,
but
we'll see.
You going back to the past, right?
Now I guess it's time to go ahead. We got a bunch of picks we got to make because you got Thursday games and Saturday games, and even though we put up a Saturday night game or a video, the games will be over by then.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
here we go.
So Thursday night, the normal game, Seahawks Bears. Bears suck. Seahawks win.
Yeah.
Seahawks ain't great either, but
But they're better than the
You
Bears.
know, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Leonard Williams alone is going to beat up Caleb Williams. And
See, the Seahawks are. I watched that game. They battle, but
Yeah.
they are battling. They're scary.
they're not good. They're scrappy.
Yeah, they're scary and scary. Yeah, they don't quit.
The Bears can't
but
beat
then
them.
Gino always mess up.
He didn't mess up that last
Yeah,
game.
he did.
Yeah,
When
he
he-
did. He threw a pick.
at the end.
Yeah.
Was it a pick?
Yeah.
Against who?
I
They,
think he blew the game on a pick.
no, I thought he came down, scored a touchdown. They were up. The Vikings scored that touchdown.
And then he came back and tried to go back up and
Oh.
throw a pick.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah, he threw a pick in the end zone.
Yeah, they lost it. Yeah, they lost that game. You're right.
That's what he do.
But yeah, so
I thought he was gonna do it earlier. I was wrong until he did it. I was like, oh no,
There we
here we
go.
go.
you going Hawks?
But I got Hawks
Yeah,
anyway.
I got the Hawks.
I have the Hawks.
Clean sweep, Hawks over the Bears. Saturday,
Chargers.
Chargers, Patriots.
I got the Bolts.
I
Yeah,
got
I'm a Bolts.
Chargers.
Got the Bolts.
And the Patriots, they was working a little bit on
In the beginning, it's Buffalo against
yeah.
them, but
Yeah.
And then yeah.
I mean, I
Right.
think they've been slowly looking better every week, honestly. Like, realistically, I feel like they've gotten better and better every single
Yeah.
week.
maybe Gerard May
But
will
the
probably
Ch-
get a hold of
Yeah.
the.
Well, I mean, you got a bunch of young people with a brand new coach. It's going to take a little bit of time to get everything on the same
yeah,
page.
yeah.
The reason you panic in places like Chicago and stuff is because we have 18 games and you're just as bad for 18 games. You're not giving me much hope that it's going to get better with another 18. If I'm watching progress for 18 games, I can say, okay, well, if we sucked here, we're not bad by 18. Maybe we can be pretty good by week 8 next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's yeah. So I think the Patriots, they got something coming. They're not there yet, and the Chargers need this game for the playoffs and stuff like that. So they're gonna win.
Yeah.
Okay.
You picking
got the
Chargers?
Chargers, yeah.
too.
Yep.
This one, it took me a minute. I wanted to make the pick, but like you had to kind of give me a little bit of a like, yeah, go ahead. The Broncos and Bengals.
I picked the Broncos.
Yes, I had the same thing you did because I thought about the Bengals offense is up there with some of the best
Yeah,
offenses in
it's
history.
great.
Yeah, it's
But and
phenomenal.
Joe Burrow, if he was there was a good team, he'd be up for MVP.
Yeah,
But
that defense is
yeah,
so
yeah,
bad.
he's-
Their special teams is atrocious. Their kicking game is atrocious. Like nothing else about that team but the offense is good.
Yeah.
And I've seen very bad teams go in and be able to take advantage of the rest of the pieces of that team
Yeah.
yeah,
to the point where it doesn't matter that Joe Burrow threw 6 touchdowns.
yeah. So, I mean, the Broncos. I think I'm also.
They're
I don't
like
think that Broncos defense is better
they're
than
like
a lot.
Seattle.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Broncos defense is really good.
and
They're
And-
like Seattle with the pluses that they're a lot younger, so you assume they're going to get much, much better.
But yeah, the Broncos are scrappy. They like Bo Nix and them. They fight until the end.
yeah,
And I'm not saying the Bengals can. Of course, the Bengals can beat them, but because they fight so hard, I don't think their defense is gonna contain.
yeah.
yeah. Their defense might not be able to stay that same speed for all 4 quarters. You're right. Their veterans don't get beat down.
And
go
it's
down.
another AFC North team that doesn't seem to feel the need to protect their quarterback.
No, they do not.
I don't know what it is. Pittsburgh has some problems. Baltimore just kind of worked on that. Cleveland still can't really protect. Like, dog, how are y'all in one of the most brutal divisions in football history and y'all don't protect your quarterback? It's ridiculous.
Come to the North. We'll
Well, I
beat
mean,
you
because
down.
the Steelers, like they got used to like Rothenberg being so big, that they
Yeah.
they wouldn't even try to like stop
Because
anybody.
that's the only thing. Kenny Pickett and all of them, like, dog, they put a regular human in there and he got murdered. It's like that scene, remember in The Water Boy? And they're like, other teams have started reaching out too. What was this, like Southern Michigan using their towel boy? Yeah. Bow! Like, oh, that's right. Penn didn't need him to block. Oh, damn, we got to get a line.
I remember that.
You're so stupid.
Joe Burrow's like trying to set up like home defense things in the backfield because his line don't protect him. Paint cans don't work on the field, Macaulay Culkin. Like,
No, my goodness, he do look like Macaulay Culkin about the drugs. He look like if he had grown up. Home Alone. Kevin all grown up.
That is.
yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go Broncos on it too because I can't trust the Bengals.
Yeah, like and like I said, they win. That was wrong, but I really think the Broncos. I do.
Okay. And that brings us to our final game of the Saturday period. Cardinals Rams. That fight for the NFC West.
What's that face?
Because I'm upset because originally probably when they put this on Saturday night, this is a divisional game. They play. It's
know.
gonna be great.
They're
It's
gonna be fighting for the division.
They are literally fighting for the division, but the Rams haven't looked that fucking great.
No,
And the
they
Cardinals
looked at it
don't
as the
look
Cardinals,
terrible.
and now you know
Yeah.
how I am about the Rams.
Like-
so-
So-
Kyler, like, I don't get how you have Marvin Harrison playing well as receiver and Kyler playing well as quarterback, but we can't get on the same
but they
page.
can't. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how y'all can't play well together if you're both playing well? And you know what happens when the receivers don't play well with the quarterback, even if they're all not playing
They
that bad?
lose.
You lose.
Mhm.
You lose. That's where this is going. Another loss for the Arizona Cardinals.
so
And
yeah.
then it starts to look like, Kyler, maybe you're not the answer.
I was thinking that for a while. I mean,
Yeah.
he can't
I
stay
don't-
healthy.
I
This
can't-
is it's probably his healthiest year.
He can't stay healthy. His coaching has been a little weird. It's up and down. The team is kind of staffed, like, as
Well,
far as
he hasn't matured as
personnel.
a passer.
I feel like he got better as a passer. He definitely seemed more locked
He
in
looks-
this year.
He's more mature than he has
just-
been.
You can tell he's been in the books.
Way
That-
more.
But it's not a good team.
I
Yeah.
mean, he has a good tight end. He has a good
You
running
can't
back.
get Trey
Yeah.
McBride in the end zone, though?
He got hurt, right?
Who? McBride?
No, James Conner got hurt.
James
Conner
Conner
got
got
hurt.
hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is another reason. Like, with Connor out, that's very detrimental to that
Yeah,
offense. I don't
so-
see y'all doing much.
yeah. I haven't seen much. of
Have
him
they
back
say he
there, but-
officially out?
Huh?
Cardinals?
No, they didn't say anything yet. But I
Not
thought,
yet, but it's leaning. And even if he does play, he's
I
going to be
mean,
really
he's
banged
playing a little,
Yeah.
Little
not
banged up.
100,
Yeah.
yeah.
up. So,
But I have the Rams, I do.
The
And
Rams
I,
have a good
I
run
don't
game.
even like the
That's one thing the
Rams,
Rams do have. Kyron Williams is a dog, and then you got Blake Corum coming right behind him, who is just as good. Their run game,
Yeah.
the run game of the Rams is good. And but the thing about the Rams, if they catch fire, you're getting blown out.
yeah.
Don't if it's
When
that-
they play
yeah,
well, they
yeah.
can beat anybody by a lot.
Yeah,
but if they're
right.
having struggles so long.
And their defense is hungry. And that's why, like,
Well, they need secondary help. The problem is if that pass rush doesn't get to you, they're
Yeah.
screwed.
Yeah, true. That is all.
Now the pass rush, Jared Verse and Brandon Fish, dogs.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Could you imagine if Aaron Donald was here just one more season? That defense would look so much different.
yeah, that would be enough that back end doesn't have to be that good.
Yeah, that would have.
I agree.
That would have been
Because their problem has always been Aaron Donald was amazing, but the edge wasn't great.
but their edge is there.
Really good
Yeah,
now.
So, oh well, he said he's content.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, be happy, live your life, fall asleep on couches. Sounds nice to me. And I think that pretty much wraps up everything we got to do for the day. We're gonna go ahead and enjoy our Christmas festivities for the next little bit.
For a little bit.
For a little bit, have a little bit of eggnog and things. But so go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, hit us on X, hit us on Instagram,
Share.
and share. And
I
we'll
hope
see
you-
y'all next
I
time.
hope you have a very Merry Christmas.
See you guys later.
Peace.